Okay, so the next area that I have found to be extremely beneficial for gaining speed is learning how to get your left heel off the ground, much like Bryson does, like Austin. Hogan even did it on his longer drives, and of course, if Sam Snead wasn't so damn flexible, he would have done it too. So understand, this is a long drive move, and this is not something that essentially is going to come out on the course often, unless you just have like 60, 70 yards of fairway to work with, because you can get offline with this pretty quick, mostly because your spine, your plane shifts in space. So you're actually coming out of the strike so that you can add more ground forces to increase your speed through the strike. This, along with X Factor, in other words, if you hold your lower body as long as you can as you turn your shoulders, and then allow the heel to come off, in unison can gain up to 10 yards on an iron shot, and if you line it up and time it correctly, it can be sometimes 20 to 50 yards with a driver shot, depending on the roll, the bounce, etc. So here's how I like to train this drill, and here's how I recommend you do. Okay, so fair warning before you try this, you will annoy people at the range, but you get so much feedback that you have to. So I like to use the energy drink like stuff on it so that it sticks to my hip. So it can come off, it can go down. There's no issue with weird feelings or anything like that. So I can just swing and look at the feet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to practice stopping before we hit the ball. So we're going to go to the top, keeping our lower body stable until we get maxed out. We're going to let that foot come off the ground. We're going to practice this move. This is how you practice it. Boom. Take it to the top. No lower body movement. And let the heel come off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one, let things release. Okay? What that's doing is it's training the joints and the muscles to contract in a stabilized position so that you can gather the speed and really stretch that rubber band out that we talked about earlier. And you get to the range, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to do it with the pump drift. So together, you're going to basically chunk. These two movements are super chunked up together to create extra speed. Okay? And so, just going to show you how it's done a couple times, and then I'll hit a ball and show you how much speed I pick up just by doing this. Okay. So, again, that'll probably be 115, 118, 116. Again, the drills aren't intended for you to gain the speed. They're intended for you to learn the feel. There, we're going to go ahead and swing, having the same feeling of leaving our lower body tight, allowing our foot to come off the ground, starting our downswing with the can sound, and allowing everything to just release through as fast as possible. All right, so now let's hit one, see what kind of distances we can get out. Yeah, nice smooth swing there. Again, with the can on, you're not going to get the speed, but you got your feedback. You see what's right. You hit it 123 miles an hour. Now let's see what happens. So when we just make a normal swing, we don't think about anything. There you go. Now, again, this is a long drive move, but we picked up 6 miles an hour with the foot drill. And again, this is only a 5-iron. As you get more proficient in your abilities to do this with the driver change, you're going to get even more distance. So in the next video, I'm going to show you what it looks like with a driver, and we're going to add one more piece to this so you guys can really gain as much distance as you can without having to spend time in the gym. Okay, so now we're here with the driver. We're going to work through each component separately, and then I'm going to show you the final component And we're going to put it all together in a super chunk, since you guys love that term so much. And we're going to see what that looks like on pregnant. So right now, my TrackMan speeds are between, we'll say 155 and 160. Again, it's full going into the wind. I've got tons of layers on. Typically, during the summer, I'm above 170, just so you guys understand where I'm at today in comparison to where I usually am. So the first drill we're going to work is the X Factor drill. And again, we're leaving our lower body stable, turning, getting our hands as far around and behind us as we can. Understanding we all have biomechanical limitations, so do the best you can with this. And then we're firing the glute to generate our speed. The way that we train this at the range is with the pump drill. It's a little something like this. Okay? Again, there's a lot of wind out there, so just understand that the best I'm going to get is maybe 150 with the pump drill. That shot was 147 ball speed, but again, we're hitting range balls. All these things matter. So, okay. So now we're going to add in the heel off the ground step drill to increase our speed even further. But again, our hands still need to be high and our lower body still needs to be restricted for all of this to work together so that we create snap speed at the way that we train that. Range. As with our can drill. Again, this is the fit in your heel. Lock it down so it sticks to your foot, like so. From there, you just make some golf swings. Restricting the lower body, getting the hands as high as you can, and then stomping that foot once you feel it come off the ground, like so. Not much else there, but again, this is a feedback drill, so don't be too concerned if it doesn't go anywhere or you kind of get a big leader fade there. No big deal. If you want, hit a few more balls. So you feel comfortable with this one, because the third one is the continuation of these two pieces. So we do our lower body stabilization, X Factor stretch. To here, we lift the heel off the ground, and then we fire. Okay? For those of you that are more comfortable, don't open that toe up very much. Just keep that toe straight. It's more biomechanically safe. You won't pull a groin muscle, and you can actually do a lot more stuff than doing something like this. A little showy there, but not terrible. Again, I got about 150 ball speed there, so no big deal.